I didn't have enough 151 and it went crazy this week, Charizard. What do I do? I'll tell you what you do. You watch this video. Guys, I got my Charizard shirt, 151 theme. I got my Charizard. Welcome to today's video. It's gonna be a fun one. Why? Because I had a crazy week. I went bananas, 151 to the moon, baby. Now we're gonna talk about a pivot. I've been thinking a lot about today's topic. Today's topic is revolved around this insanity that's going on with 151 and where I think you should pivot. It's revolved around the giveaway and why you should comment on 2 of my videos before the 20th so I can get you entered in for a wheel spin chance to win the Prismatic Evolutions binder giveaway. This set is one of the main topics that we're gonna revolve around as to where you should pivot. So yes, I'm giving away some of the video already. Prismatic Evolutions is what we should be looking at, and I'll tell you exactly why. So if you're dealing with a little bit of FOMO from 151 going absolutely bananas this week and you're looking for somewhere to pivot, check out this video. And if you like this video, like this video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Keeps you notified if I'm gonna make any more videos. You know, maybe this is the last one. Who knows? Now we love this, I'm totally kidding. Wow. Wow. 151. This is crazy. 151, God, it's been out what? 2 years? Listen, we're Mega Evolutions. That's Scarlet and Violet. 151's aging. If anything captures nostalgia, it's 151. That has everything that people that were 90s babies, just like myself, we dreamed about. We were like, yo, make a new modern set with Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. What the heck did they do? They were like, raise you there. We're gonna do Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. What do you say to that? And we got you one of Zapdos. How do you feel about that? Oh, we also gonna hook you up with an Alakazam. Wow, let's give you a Pikachu IR. Wow. Guys, listen, my point. 151 is justified. This is a fantastic set. What are some characteristics of 151 that make it a fantastic set? Number 1 is nostalgia. I just talked about it. For kids like myself who grew up in the 90s, this is all we could ever ask for. We tell our kids about, I don't have any kids yet, but a lot of people tell their kids who are into Pokemon, like, hey, you know, that Zekrom's not that cool. Like Charizard was way sicker. Lugia is a lot better than Palkia. Alakazam would smoke Palkia one-on-one. All right, Joseph? So that, like, this is like what we're telling our kids. Like, you know, there's good Pokemon in 151. This is the characteristics that I've been screaming about on these channels. If sets have good Pokemon in them, pay attention to them. 151, wow, what a banger. Listen, it's kind of really far gone. Booster bundles are like $150. The sealed booster bundle case, it's like $2 grand. Blooming Waters, I couldn't sell them for $110 in the summer. They're like over 200 bucks right now. Guys, 151 is, you know, is the price crazy? Yeah, it's been out 2 years. Like, we're used to waiting a little bit longer, but like, we are in the next era. We're in Mega Evolutions. We're kind of cruising through Mega Evolutions. It's been pretty good so far. We're happy with a lot of stuff, but like, 151 just nails the nostalgia. And that's the main purpose of point number 1. Point number 2, it has a God Pack. Has a God Pack. It has a God Pack. You just never know what you're gonna open. Like, there's 30 cards that you wanna hit in this set. Maybe you could hit Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. Maybe you could hit Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur. Like, this set is so much fun. And that's why when a set is fun and nostalgic, guys, like, this is something that's gonna be a blast to open in the future. You should have already been storing it. You should have already had some away for, you know, hey, rainy day fun if I want to open this in the future. I need a little money, I'm gonna buy something crazy. 151, I bought a ton of it at a cheap price. Let me just sell it off. Having a God Pack in a set, anything with a God Pack, pay attention to it right now. Look at Ascended Heroes. Wow, God Pack, awesome Pokemon. Like, Ascended Heroes is kind of like 151. Okay, what else is like 151 with a God Pack? I know everybody says it, Prismatic Evolutions, Evolutions, all the fun EVs, and Prismatic is so hard to hit, but it has a God Pack, guys. Prismatic reminds me a ton of 151, and I'll call my shot. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Prismatic's just gonna do exactly what 151's doing right now. I don't know if it's going to be in a couple months, but it is also Scarlet and Violet. It's also a special set. There's also no booster box. It also has a God Pack. It also has nostalgic Pokemon. It's also really hard to hit from. The print quality also sucks, just like 151. The characteristics are extremely similar. 151, this boom, am I shocked? No. Is it justified? Like, kinda. Is it too soon? Yeah, it's kind of fast. But with the way that we're just swallowing up product left and right, and we can't get our hands on enough, Prismatic is just like 151. Ascended Heroes is just like Prismatic and 151. This is the trail and the walk in line of special sets with God Packs, with nostalgic Pokemon, good hits, hard to hit. Ascended has a little bit better print quality, it seems, than Prismatic Evolutions and 151 did. My Charizard I opened for 151 was cooked. It has nostalgia and it has a God Pack. There's no booster box. It's fun to open. Even some of the commons and uncommons are cool. There's a Psyduck. Like, there's just awesome cards in 151, and it's all Pokemon that I grew up on. Maybe I'm a little biased and selfish in that sense, but to me, like, this was common. 151 was always common, and it's arrived. And it's, all right, so I shouldn't say that it's arrived. It's kind of, it already arrived and it's leaving. Like, the train is going. So what do I think? Like, I'm not screaming like, yo, you should buy 151. It's kind of expensive. But if it goes back down, I would pick some of it up. You've seen kind of the ceiling, and we don't even know if we've hit the ceiling. Some of these PSA 10s have doubled overnight. Man, like, it's crazy to me. Because in a market like this, not even card shops can keep up with the prices. I see some card shops that are still underpriced on some of their 151 slabs and raw. And the problem is this. The market's so volatile and so wild that they can't even keep up with it. So, like, this kind of set, it's kind of out of this world. And what I would do from here is, if we see a dip again in it, and it drops in price because there's a reprint, if you will, do not hesitate to pick it up. And get as much of it as you can. And do not stop picking it up until you have enough to where you're comfortable, that you have something to open in the future, some that you can trade for something else if you want it, and some to open up with kids if you plan to have kids. That's what I would do. But if you don't have the funds to do that, maybe take a look at your collection. What do I want to get rid of? What can go? What kind of crap products do I have that I stored away that I bought 3 years ago that I thought were going to do well, that never did well, that I could sell and get some money and buy 151 with? Like, it is very important to be cash strapped right now if you're in Pokemon, because prices change every day. Things just continue to go up. And if you see a good deal, you have to take it. You have to take it. So my whole relation and rounding out the point here is, I truly feel like 151 was always common. It was always going to do this. There's sets that remind me of it. That's Prismatic and Ascended Heroes. If you can get those two sets at a good price, like, get it now. I think that we're going to see this same crazy line of FOMO and insanity and, oh my God, how are we paying this much for 151 with Prismatic in a couple months? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if by Christmas of 2026, Prismatic Evolutions, like, these Evolutions are doubling. The booster bundles are doubling. We got ETBs hitting $300. It's absolute insanity. So, I just like in my last video, like I said, zig when people zag. Like, if you're watching the 151 and you're FOMOing, use that and transfer your energy into buying Prismatic. And the reason why is because it's really similar. I'm not just coming on here to scream, oh, Prismatic, it's got Evolutions. Like, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is, there are a lot of similarities, and I mean a lot. Don't be afraid to look away from what everybody's having. I just talked about this in my last video. Zig when people zag. Everybody's zagging to 151 right now. Zig over to Prismatic while they 151. Weren't buying 151 when people were zagging at vintage. Like, here you go. This is the cycle. 151 is exactly what I was talking about in my last video. This is why you always zig when others zag, because there's always going to be something next. And you know what's going to happen? I've been screaming it since I started this channel. I've been saying it even before I started this channel. I started this channel because of it, but we're going to see this as sword and shield, and you guys are going to be sword and sorry when you don't have enough of it. I promise you that. So if you don't want to go to Prismatic right now, because even some people are starting to catch wave that they saw as a 151, and I'm not the only one saying that there's a lot of similarities. See what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to tell you to do? Like, that's what I'm doing. Be prepared for the future. This stuff's not going away, and Pokemon's going nowhere. Be ready to rock and roll. Continue to zig when others zag. And it's so funny because that was my whole topic of the last video, and it just happened right after I released that. Like, I let that out on Friday. I recorded that video like early last week. I edited it throughout the week, and 151 went bananas. And it's like, if we had just, if people would have just zigged over to 151 while the zaggers were buying up PSA 10 vintage for, you know, 5 figures, if you were trying to buy like a reverse Pichu that's like pop 3 and you wanted to spend 10 grand on it all week and you couldn't find it because there's only 3 of them in the world, and that guy from the Netherlands didn't feel like shipping it overnight to you for $300, you could have been buying a ton of 151 on eBay and on Facebook Marketplace and had it shipped to you in time to beat this boom. So guys, I know that was a rant. I'm sorry. I get fired up about it. But like, my whole strategy was like looking at 151 in the past. Like, I don't have mounds of it, but I have what I wanted of it. I sold some of it because I started vending. It was, what was it, December of 2024. Like, I had like 20 booster bundles, and I was like, let me bring them to the show. Like, maybe people like them. You know what I ended up doing like an idiot? I was like, oh, let me get some money. And somebody offered me like $48 per booster bundle of 151. And I had picked them up for like $35 from a buddy. And you know what I freaking did? I just sold them all. And I was like, oh, cool, look at me. I made $13 a bundle. And I had 20 bundles, so I made like $250. Let me go get a steak dinner and eat all my money. That's what I did. So if I was smart, I would have put that in the closet and I would have held it and really took it out now when it's going bananas. So consider that, and do this with Prismatic. Do this with Ascended Heroes. Ascended was hot when it came out. It's dipping a little bit. Buy it like now. This is the time to buy Ascended Heroes, because everybody who had a ton of it and all the botters that got all theirs, they're like, yo, bro, like my credit card's full. I got to pay it off. Like, can you buy my Ascended Heroes? I got it at like 50, 60 bucks retail. Like, you want to buy it for like 80 bucks? And then like, I'll make my, like, you see this cycle? So just be prepared, be smart, work within your means. I always say it, and zig when others zag. I don't care. That was my last video, but it just went so perfectly with what happened this week with 151. And it drives me insane that it happened. It doesn't drive me insane. It makes me kind of feel like, okay, at least I'm making sense, I think. You tell me if I'm making sense. I don't know. This is fun regardless. Guys, that's today's video. If you liked the video, I said it earlier, but like the video. It really helps me out. I appreciate you guys. Remember, we are approaching the 20th video. This is video 19. I'm rolling the 20th video out on Friday of this week. That video is the last one to comment on the YouTube video on one of the first 20, whatever, and just say something, or I'll put you in the giveaway, spin the wheel, I don't know. Just comment on a video, comment on 2 separate videos before the 20th video. I'll put you in the wheel spin, and you have a chance to win some Prismatic Evolutions. What was I just screaming about in the video? Something that's gonna do exactly what 151 is doing right now in a couple months or a year, just about. So maybe take this, maybe don't open it. Maybe put it away for when this stuff goes crazy again, like what 151's doing right now. This is probably the next focal point. And again, I'm only saying that because there's a lot of similarities, a lot of similarities, a lot of similarities, a lot of similarities, a ton of similarities. God pack, nostalgic Pokemon. God pack, nostalgic Pokemon. That is what this is about. Hope you enjoyed the video. I love you guys. Nicky Cards, out.